To start out the third quarter, one play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script. Did it have that result?
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept... under wraps, and on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On second down, it's Ingram, and he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 15-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. 15-yard line. Good work to pick up. Ingram again. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They're not giving up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. One man in the backfield. That's Ingram on 2nd and goal. Open man, Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Complete to
Miles Boykin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's Miles Boykin who caps it with a touchdown reception. DeAndre Carter returning it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
At the 21-yard.
Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively. Again, they'll run with Ingram. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
A year ago, Lamar Jackson led the league in touchdown passes with 36, and many of those went to his tight end, Mark Andrews, who went to the Pro Bowl in his 2nd season in the league. He led all tight ends with 10 receiving touchdowns in 2019. Many people argue that he's Jackson's go-to guy. I say there's no doubt that that is his main target, and he goes to him again for a touchdown connection.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 27-yard.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
At the 41-yard line.
And I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now it's Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The mistakes continuing to pile up.
today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. Here's Carter now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out now comes two-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his 4th year now in the league as he gets set to operate this Houston Texans offense.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson dumping it off for Johnson. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
It's a good
offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
ball carrier.
For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week: 11 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
David Johnson.
And for David Johnson, he was pretty good in his debut, although it was a Week 1 loss. But 109 yards from scrimmage, including a 19-yard touchdown run. So a good start to the season for David Johnson in the new uniform. To Johnson again.
Johnson again.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory, or might he go for it?
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Jackson on 1st down. This one complete to Ingram. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That catch good for only a couple.
It's
2nd and 8.
At the 7-yard line.
Heisman winner. This is Mark Ingram. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
10-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hope we'll get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
First down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Finding fouls complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go back to the ground to Johnson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And he's got Fuller. And finally down he goes goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
On the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 27.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. at the Texans' 47-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Ingram. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
At the 7 now.
Handoff to Ingram. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that.
Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Justin Tucker.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 28.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. That throw good for only a couple. That brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
It's a gain of
back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Jackson sacks on 10-yard.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Marquise Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Recovered by Baltimore.
Nine yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ingram. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defense.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 30 seconds remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. It's complete to Fuller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now a first down throw, Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Baltimore, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.